for all your help. I know you want to jump around, but try to contain yourself. You always struck me as...
My influences are everything from Kurt Weill to Cyndi Lauper to Morrissey, and Brian's everything from John Coltrane to Henry Rollins. And it's like, you look at all these people and what they have in common, and you can definitely see it's a very basic need to just be original. Regina Spektor, she's this great piano player from America, is one of my favorites. Anthony and the Johnsons, also beautiful, and he's an old friend of ours from New York. These guys, and you will know us by the Trail of Dead, they're unbelievable. I really like some bands that you wouldn't think I would like Muse. I think are fantastic, and also there's a band from Boston called Aberdeen City that sort of have that same sort of sound. I'm a sucker for melody, so basically anything that has strong melody and good lyrics, I like it.
Sorry that you asked me, you did everything you could like any decent person. You might be catching, so don't touch, just start believing you're immune to gravity and stuff. Just give me what the bandage.
I think it's a nice challenge to work with something simple. I mean, we added a bass and a guitar at one point, and we found we just didn't need it. So less is more sometimes. My heroes are like Leonard Cohen and people who really make poetry within the music. But, you know, I also come from musical theater where I love a song to tell a story. I try not to think too much about it.
Maybe I've been here before. I've seen this room and I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you.
On one side, you've probably got my experimental music collection, which has got old stuff like John Cage and Steve Reich and Lamont Young, and modern stuff like Merzbow and White House and like kind of stuff. And then, you know, I've got tons of Madonna records. At least I don't like her new stuff, sorry Madonna, but the old stuff from the 80s and the early 90s, it was great pop music. Like shameless, great pop music. It's not afraid to be pop music. And that's what I love about that Avril Lavigne CD. It's just like shameless, dripping with production pop music. And it's really nice to hear that instead of fake punk. Like I'd rather hear authentic pop than fake anything.
Waiting keeps you rooted, tending to the source that stay. Happiness is just a dish away. When I open up familiar stuff, fingers shooting like a star food. Hasn't felt to follow so far. And you might say it's something indulgent, you might say it's
I think my music ultimately is pop music with a little bit extra thrown in there to keep it interesting.
It's just the way the medication makes her.
there's not a lot of good Gothic music, modern Gothic music. All of the forefathers of Gothic are like incredible. I mean, you've got Joy Division and Bauhaus and The Cure and these and Swans and just like these amazing bands that we both listened to non-stop growing up. But to actively take part in the Gothic scene of today, I think is a mistake because there's too. Everywhere I've looked, it's very fashion oriented and the music is just bad. And I don't want to be a part of it because I find it too embarrassing.